Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we were always very direct with Kayla and Derek
Yeah.
about what it was and what we were.
And they weren't the same kind of direct back.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Like, they were, but then also behind our backs, they were, like, saying a lot of shit that we always expected, which is why we only gave, like, a certain amount of trust.
Yeah.
But even with people like Paris. I mean, I knew she was playing, but I didn't know she was playing that hard.
Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah.
Where's your head at?
That's definitely what, like, Kayla and Derek are trying to, like, focus in on, for sure. Paris as, like, the one who should be...
I mean, you focus on whatever you think is the biggest threat for your game.
Yeah.
Ultimately, obviously, she's probably not. But, and not like she's not the biggest threat to my game either.
Yeah.
But it has made me aware of how hard she's playing. She literally verbatim, like, Kayla just proved it again. Like, this morning, she came up to me and said certain things. And then she was just on the couch before she came in here, and she said the exact same things to Kayla, but just flipped it.
Yeah.
So you can't work with somebody like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't say anything in confidence. I feel like I can't take your word for face value. Like, I'm not worried about her.
It's just like a trust thing or whatever.
It's just like there is none.
Yeah.
There is none. And I kind of now at this point, it's like, I always picked you guys. I always will have your back. I'm like, But there's just like...
You don't believe it, yeah.
Well, it's too bad.
She seems really down today, I feel like, yesterday. Like,
She is?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think her game was really exposed. I think people had...
I feel like it was exposed beforehand, though.
I know, but I think that even though it was, you kind of, because she's so sweet and because she's so endearing towards you, you kind of believe it to a degree or hope. Like, I knew she was doing that, but I also kind of believed her when she said, I prefer you over. You know what I mean? But now I'm like, when you're repeating the exact same thing to somebody else, where does that leave me?
Yeah.
Well, these are so good. Where's your head at, though? Now that you've had some time to process.
Well, I think it's very clear that Derek obviously did want me to go, which I still know and have known this entire time, and they are, like, denying that still. I do believe Kayla on many fronts, but a lot of what she's, like, saying to me is the same kind of arguments that could be applied backwards. Like, she's like, because I'm saying to her, like, I mean, just because you're on the block doesn't mean I, like, want you to go home kind of thing. And she's saying, like, if I touch that block, I will go home, which is, like, exactly what I told her last week. She's saying, like, if I survive the block, like, I'm not going to want to work with you and stuff. Like, that's done, which is like, okay, well, I just survived the block from you guys, so why are you telling me to work with you? Like, it's all this stuff that, like, it feels like I've been talking to myself last week almost in a weird way.
So you get it. You relate.
Yeah. I just, like, if it's Kayla and Derek up there, I just don't know that there are the votes to send Derek home, you know? And he always has a really good chance of winning veto, too, so I don't know.
What's your objective? What do you want this week? You want to split up the duo? You want to get on a floater? Like, what's your
I
objective?
think Derek leaving because he's someone who is very capable and voiced harsh that he wanted me to leave, it makes sense. You know what I mean? I think it makes the most sense. Yeah. And, like, it just doesn't, like, their proposal of going to the Final Five and stuff with all of us, like, again, that's not something that I think, like Kayla was saying, like, when it gets down to it and stuff, it'll be like, you'll be in the perfect position because obviously Derek and I are going to want to take out one of Allie and Liv, and Allie and Liv are going to want to take out one of us, and it'll leave you, like, a guaranteed Final Four and stuff. They're saying, like, and if we, like, say if I were to win and put up, like, Allie and Liv, and then, like, even if the veto were to be used and you go up and stuff, like, one of them would still go home because there's two of them, like, they don't want you. But I'm like, I don't even believe that. I feel like I would go home still. You know what I mean? So it's like...
I mean, you wouldn't really know until you're there, but that's like that's a gamble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, everything in this game is a gamble, though. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally what I said to them last week. I was like, keeping Johnny is a gamble, but keeping Ryan is pretty much you're ensuring him a Final Three.
Yeah.
So, that was my argument. Because I said, if you take out Johnny, then who do you think people are going to target next? You know, kind of thing.
Do you feel so threatened by me that you would put me up in the triple as a potential?
If I feel full, candid, honest disclosure, I feel threatened by you because I feel that you carry an incredible mental capacity to fight your ass off. And I feel threatened by you that I will never, even when my back's super against the wall, that I'll never be able to beat. And I feel that not being able to beat you will ultimately be my demise, and I will go home.
Yeah.
That's where I feel threatened. I don't feel threatened by you in the sense of like if I'm sitting with you in the final two or if I'm in the final three. You have an amazing chance to win, and that's okay by me, truly, because I feel like if you get to that point, you really earned it. I don't feel like I've earned it to the degree that you've earned it. I more feel like when the time comes, I can't beat you. It'll be my demise and I will go home. But if I felt like we were in a place, after everything that's happened, putting that in the past, that we could work together.
Yeah.
But like really work together.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, no matter what, even if you continue to suck, I will take you over any of these people. And again, I'm not saying final two because I know that's a lot to ask of somebody. But if I felt like at least I had a shot to get to the final, being final three, then I don't think I would feel threatened by you. I feel like my threats by you are that in the triple or final five or final four, that not being able to beat you will be my demise. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what I'm scared of. And I think that was my desire to like, if he's not there and if he's not there, or like, if you are there, I feel like maybe you would take Paris, maybe you would take Will over me. That's what scares me. Maybe you would take Maddie because you feel like...
And me without any numbers feeling like having you guys as numbers in my corner is almost
Right.
necessary. You know?
And I feel like if that's fact to the end,
Yeah.
then I'm not so intimidated by you anymore.
Yeah.
My fear is that from here to that point, you'll say, she's got this really strong strategic game, so it's in my better interest to take Maddie Wheeler Paris over her. And that's where my fear and my thoughts of like, can't have Johnny would stem from.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's as candid as I
mean-
can possibly be. My fear is that you will look at me as more of a strategic player and rather take more of a floater. Or...
I mean, they're all like saying niceties right now and stuff, but like last week everyone wanted me out, right? So I'm not blind to the fact that like that was the case.
Yeah. And again,
I'm just like focused on the triple right now, especially because I can't play it and stuff. I want to know that like that wouldn't be a thing that you would feel in this moment threatened.
No, I get it. And
like,
I think
later on in the game, sure, that's fine and stuff.
And again, I think that's what I'm saying to you, is if I really felt it was genuine and you were saying, again, I'm not asking you to guarantee me anything because I think that's unfair.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if I knew that you were looking to keep me around in the long run,
Yes. And I am.
then I would feel less afraid, because then I know it's like my chances are grim, but at least I have a chance to even getting to that final three.
Yeah.
I think right now it was like my chances are grim, and I don't even know that he would take me to the final three because maybe he thinks I'm more strategic than these people, and that's not good for his game.
I do think you're more strategic than these people and stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't necessarily think that's not good for my game. I think that's what's kept me in this game.
Right.
And I feel like I said to you before, like as an only alliance in this game, it's something that I don't have with these other people.
Yeah.
Right?
For
And
sure.
I think that every single one of these people would cut me, so it's in my best interest to like
Keep people.
foster this. And,
Yeah,
like,
I get it. No, I get it. I totally get it. So I think that's my only thing. So if we can together really move past what's already happened.
Yeah.
And get back on the same
Yeah.
page, like I told you, like I'm pretty sure I even said to you in your first week of HOH, like back there, like I was like, it's like an onion, and we peel layers.
You did,
And I was
I
like, you
remember
know,
that.
we'll have our core alliance, and then
yeah.
we'll have like a sub alliance and a thing to get us, and then eventually it's just gonna be me and you. And you were like, whoa, slow down, bitch. You know, like, and then I was like, fuck, that's too much. I was like, calm down. You know what I mean?
I remember.
But that was really like, that has never changed.
Yeah.
I think I attached myself more to Liv because people lumped us together. and because I did feel like she was genuine and I could trust her. But that initial reaction to you wasn't because you were in power first week. I felt pretty comfortable on my social level that I would stay no matter what. You know what I mean? Even when he was rallying, it was more genuine. Like I was like, I could see myself working with this guy.
Yeah.
And I think it was a mix of like your personality and two, I saw that fire and feel the burn.
Yeah.
I was like, that's somebody you want to be aligned with, you know, because they'll push you in the...
I feel like also like I do feel like you guys were probably like a lot closer with Dayla and stuff at these moments and stuff, but you guys saving me last week was a sign that like you feel threatened by Dayla and want to keep me around as well.
That there was never the level of trust that we had with you.
Yeah.
We've never had with them.
Yeah.
It was like a mutual agreement that we needed to keep in order to keep the focus on other individuals. Right?
Yeah.
But I literally, like, when we were contemplating, I was just like, what are we doing? I don't fucking trust Ryan. Ryan's telling us he's going to go after Dayla, and sure, maybe he will, but Ryan's all about Ryan. At the first chance he gets, he's going to take a shot at us, or he's going to throw us under the bus, or he's going to do this. I was like, ultimately, and we had a moment where I even got a little bit emotional in the red room, and I was telling you, I trust you. I want to keep on this path.
Yeah.
It at some point will probably bite me in the butt, but then it's up to me.
Don't say that though.
No, I don't mean it like you're gonna cross me.
Yeah.
I don't mean it like that. I just mean like it's gonna get to a point where it's either fight or lose. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, ultimately, when it gets to that point, it's gonna be up to me. You know what I mean? And that's a fair shot. I can't complain about that. If I lose, I lose, and that's just because whatever. But I'm just saying, like, it made sense, and I always say go with my gut. And I said to Liv, I just feel in my gut that if Johnny stays, we can move past this.
Yeah.
And he'll be with us, and he'll be loyal. Can't say that about
I feel like
anybody
this
else in
week
this
is like
house.
then my turn to like prove that.
Right.
Again, right.
Yeah. And I trust you. I really do. And I mean, I understand why you would be upset or hurt because some of the things that came out yesterday.
Yeah.
But I also think you're smart enough to know that it was never a mischievous or malicious thing. It was, you know, fear and like whatever.
Yeah.
Right? So my gut said, moving forward, we can work together. He's an asset. He's an ally, like a true ally. I can't have, you know, I can't work with Paris's and Maddie's and even Will's. You know what I mean? Like I love Will.
Yeah.
And I definitely think I would rather see other people go before him.
Yeah.
But it is very much boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Where I feel like I've been very focused on where my allies are.
Yeah.
So I think that's a difference, but I'm not going to sit here and say that I haven't built relationships everywhere too. I mean, that's necessary. That's how this game is played, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of my allegiance and the people that I want to actually have their back, it's always been you and Olivia.
Yeah.
And Erica.
Yeah.
But more so you and Olivia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it started very early for me, like day 2.
That's where we're at now.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I totally understand your hesitance with the whole Final 5 ordeal. And like I told you, if you were open to it, I would be open to it. But I do agree with you on a strategic level. I don't think that's the best move. Not to say that I also am not...
I don't think it's a good move.
Yeah, and not to say that I'm also oblivious to the trio and the floating capabilities,
know.
because I do believe that once one of Dayla goes, the other one will even though they're at each other's throats right now, the other one will rally. The remaining one will rally the 3.
I think so.
And next week they'll be BFFs. Oh yeah. Because they're going to recognize that...
Who's more capable of rallying between the two of them, do you think? Because they have different connections to each of those
They
people.
do. Like, I think Kayla
Like Derek and Will are buddies.
Kayla will play both. Derek is more charismatic.
Yeah.
He's more, like, kind and kind of, you know...
Seemingly genuine.
Yeah. She'll pull Paris aside and be like, listen, we gotta stick together now. Like, it's Allie, Johnny, Liv. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Easily. But I mean, there's also a good chance that one of us will win the triple, especially if it is a chance thing. I think I got a shot at the chance.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So then that's an easy nip in the bud, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even then, it might be easier to take out the other half and, like, a floater. I mean, there's a million scenarios.
I know.
But it really all boils down to who wins what, and ultimately the veto.
I do think that getting one of De La this week is the best for me.
Well, I mean, it's something you've been talking about for weeks.
I know.
You know, it's something we've all been talking about for weeks.
I know. So to like what? Not again?
Yeah, 100%. I
Have
get
them go
it.
back. Like,
Yeah. I think if I had won this week, truthfully, I would have done Maddie.
yeah.
Because, you know, I've been after Maddie for weeks. And I know that would have not been, like, the strongest move. But I think I still would have, like, been, like, optimistic that one of us would win the triple. And then, boom, send two of them in a bang, bang, right? But I do understand there's no need to wait. There is none, really. It's just, I don't trust Maddie. I mean, I don't really trust any of them at this point. I think I trust Will the most. But it's hard to know.
Yeah.
It's hard to know really where their allegiance lies. I don't know that it lies with anywhere else but the three of them, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you're probably right on that one. Because
I don't
there's no way
think-
any of us are cracking that.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
But
also they're not super threatening. Not to say, and not to be underestimated.
brother.
Not to be underestimated, because if there's some sort of power or anything that Canada can vote as an underdog trio,
Yeah.
they're getting it.
Yeah.
And if it is a chance, it's even playing field. If it's kicking a ball or stupid plinko, any one of them can pull it out.
Yeah.
So that's what scares me about the triple. It could literally be you, me, and Liv up there.
I know.
If we get rid of one of De La this
I wonder
week.
which of you they'd save if that were the case.
Oh yeah, well they tell me, and they tell Liv.
Yeah.
So who knows? My gut tells me probably Liv. I feel like because she's maybe quieter,
I feel like
you know.
you're
I mean,
closer with people too, though.
yeah, but like
feel
Paris
like-
actually told me, she was like, honestly, on a personal level, I'm better friends with Liv, but I think you are better for my game. But is that fact or fiction?
Yeah.
I don't freaking know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of would hope that Will would, but I don't know for
Yeah.
sure.
I think so.
But I feel like we've had, similar to you guys,
Yeah.
early on,
Yeah.
Liv kind of came into the picture for him around the 6th.
Later on, yeah.
Right? So, and Maddie, there's no way. I'm hoping that maybe her dislike for Liv would. I mean, I don't want Liv to go. I really don't. But if it boiled down to it, obviously I still want to be here. As I'm sure she does too. So we'll just have to cross that bridge when we get to it. But I'm confident that if they somehow attain power next week, that
Do you think if those three... Sorry, go on.
no, that's okay. If one of them attains power next week and one of De La's gone,
Yeah.
the focus is going to be me, you, and Liv. For sure.
I guess it's just a gamble who's going to win that triple, right?
It's a gamble. Any way you shape it, it's
What's
a
the
gamble.
focus, do you think, if the remaining De La member wins to the triple?
If it's Kayla, and we proposition in a way that it's like, Kayla, like kind of what she's propositioning to you now.
Yeah.
If it's Kayla and you proposition like, Kayla, you might take a hit at us, but the trio still remains, like you said last week, right? It might still very well be us, but I think if we try to, me and Liv try to maintain the same type of relationship we've been having, that we can maybe sway that,
Yeah.
because I know there's no trust with her on the other side. Whereas I feel maybe if Derek stayed, he would be like, nah, fuck this. I can beat these people and focus on us. But I do believe truly that on either way, they're taking a shot at us at the triple. 100%. Yeah. So we have to win. We have to win.
Yeah.
That would truly be worst case scenario, I feel.
The remaining member wins.
No. One of the trio.
Oh. Yeah. I feel like I'm going up regardless, so I just want votes to stay potentially, and I feel like you guys would keep me.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, that's where really truly where my head stands is I have no qualms with having you around because I feel that you're deserving to be here. And I do feel that for the long haul, you would keep me around over some floaters.
Oh, yeah.
And then I know it's fair game. I gotta fight, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for this to be handed to me, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but I think that was my biggest thing is that I was afraid because of your relationships with everyone that I would not outlast like Paris, Maddie, Will, Erica.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, that's way too soon.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna work for me. But now it's different, right?
It is different now.
So,
Which is maybe good.
yeah.
You know, maybe it didn't work out too bad.
No, I think so.
So it makes you guys feel like,
It feels
better
like
too.
it feels like you're our guy again.
yeah.
You know? Not to say that it wasn't great working with Erica too. I don't want you to
Yeah.
think that we're saying like, oh no, I loved working with
Yeah,
Erica
no.
too. And if the roles
It's
were
fun, right?
yeah, absolutely. Like our personalities all mesh so well, and like I never laughed harder.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't have picked a better alliance. I
Yeah.
really couldn't. It was just kind of like, and maybe that was our fault. Like maybe didn't really. We should have communicated better.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that would have been different.
Johnny, please go to the
Do you think it's time? I'm the last one
I think it's
anyway.
probably Wendy's.
Oh, Wendy's? Oh, okay. All right, well, you go do you.
Yeah. Thanks for chatting with me, though, dude.
Yeah, I do. Love you.